Hello everybody, this is Calvin from PoorManSurvival.com, and today I have another Schrade knife. I've been on a Schrade kick lately. This one I really like, and I think you're going to like it too once we get her open. So this is the Schrade SCHF26. Again, Schrade is now Taylor Brands, made in China, and they can't seem to give their knives an interesting name. So the SCHF26, so let's get her open. Alright. So as you can see, I've had this knife open before, so we'll just slide this out of the way. As a heads up, there is a little pamphlet in there if you want to get a good laugh on how to open a knife without cutting yourself. It's pretty funny. What's the downfall of this knife right off the bat that I can see? God, I hate this sheath. This is not the 1980s and I am not Rambo, so let's just get rid of this thing. Okay, we'll put it over there. As you can see, just so you know, this is a nylon sheath. It does have a little pocket. Inside this pocket, it comes with some gel anti-corrosive thing. You know, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like these sheaths. They don't hold up. I just don't like them. So we're going to get this thing out of the way and get to what I really bought this for, is the knife. So you can see on the blade, if you can see it real good. Sorry about the lighting, having some issues. This is a Schrade on the blade. Has the same thing, SCHF26, which means nothing to you other than the fact that this is roughly a 5.5 inch blade. Overall, this knife is about 10.5 inches, and man, is this thing meaty. Okay, it has a short 90-degree spine right here, which I like. Turns down. It is jimped. It is jimped on the base of the blade and the back of the handle. It does have a rubber type handle. It is screwed on there. It has a lanyard hole. It is also jimped on the front. And I don't know if meaty describes this knife. For a knife with a 5.5 inch blade, this thing has some heft. Let me see if I can flip this over and just show you how wide that blade is. That thing is a tank. Not 100% sure what they designed this knife for, if they designed it as a fighting knife, if they designed it as a a survival blade, but I'll tell you, I love it. I love the way this blade kicks in. I love the wide sweep in the front. It gives you almost a false edge here. It really is a great knife. I love the look. I love the black oxide. I think it looks really good. I like the finish. The finish is held up well. Yeah, I think they're trying, this might be their attempt to try and compete with the Beckers and stuff like that, the BK series, which are fantastic knives. And if so, I think Schrade's got a good start. It's the handle is a bit odd for some people to get used to. I have a big mitt. I like it. It is a little more tactical of a handle. I did use tactical, not tactical, but I love the way it holds. And the thing for a big blade, it really holds an edge well. I like it. I really do. And trying to be able to see everywhere on the blade. I'll pull from the front. But it really has some heft to it. All right. So I got this from Amazon. I believe I got it from Amazon. And the thing is just a great knife. They make these in a bunch of sizes, and it's Schrade's comeback. Yes, they're made in China. Yes, that really annoys me, which is why, if you look at some of my recent videos, I've been trying some knives from Bear & Son Cutlery. But I'm ready to give Schrade another chance. I think the rubber of this grip I like. I think the knife has a great feel to it. If you had to use it in a self-defense situation, man, I don't think you could go wrong. The full tang on this thing is just a beast. It is extremely thick. I believe the knife is going to hold up really well. All right. So, as you saw when I opened it, I tossed the sheath away. Hated it. I hated the sheath. So now I have to have something to put this in. So what I went ahead and did is I ordered from CFK Customs right there. Check that bad boy out. This is what I want in a sheath that I'm going to carry in the woods. All right. This thing is a tank. They're on Amazon. I believe their Amazon store is CFK American Customs. And these sheaths are fantastic, and they make them in all different versions. This one is made for up to a 5.5 inch blade. They make much larger. This one is made to carry this way, All right, so it's going to carry horizontally, not vertically, which I wanted. I find that some larger knives hanging straight down my leg always get in the way. They're always a problem. This knife slides in this way. It locks in firmly, and that's the setup. And to me, that is perfect. All right, now, comes in a little pocket. I think they threw in a sharpening stone, or a hone stone. May or may not stay in there. I don't think it's a whole lot of use to me. What they did send with it, and I believe they send with all their sheaths, is a Fusarium rod. Can't ever have enough of these. All right. My only thing I'm not a huge fan of is I wish this sheath had a spot for the rod to slide into. I believe they make sheaths that do, but I wanted this specific model because I think that's going to ride in the small of my back perfectly. And it's going to put the weight where I want it, not hanging off the side, and I think it's going to be really nice. I believe I'm going to get a left hand one of these too, because I like this that much. This thing is double stitched, and it is a tank. It is a beast. Yes, this is weighty, but I think this is going to last a long time. CFK makes a ton of different sizes, but this thing opens quick, slides right out, does what it needs to do. Okay? When you get that in there, it does lock in tight. It's almost like it was made for this knife. There is no play, very little movement, very little side to side. It's almost like they designed it for this knife. The finger choil fits in there perfect. It just really holds up well. I love it. Can't wait to I think I'm going to order one of their vertical styles, and I think I'm going to order a left-hand version of this for another knife that I love too. So I think this combination, this Schrade and this CFK sheath, is just perfect. I really do. I don't think you can go wrong. I think the first thing you need to do when you buy this Schrade knife is toss that sheath that comes with it right in the trash. I would love to see them come out with something better. But you cannot compare this beautifully made leather sheath, double stitched, with this Chinese knockoff plastic lined piece of garbage. I would never carry this on my hip. I think it's just junk. But this CFK in combination with this Schrade, or if you have a 5 or 5.5 inch knife that you already have, and you're looking for a good sheath, you cannot go wrong with that setup. And like I said, they have horizontals and verticals, right hands and left hand, for all different size blades. I'll try to put a link in the description of the video to their Amazon store. I love their products. No, I am not sponsored by them, and yes, I did pay full price for everything in the video. Don't have any sponsors, not that I'd turn any down if one wanted to come my way, but I had to try this sheath, and man, am I happy. On top of that, I bet you a Zippo would fit real nice right in there, for those of you who are Zippo fans. But again, this has been Calvin from PoorManSurvival.com, and tip of the day, you can't go wrong with that combination right there.